This is Frankie Chino from Tag 91.1, and in part 2 of my travels through Bangkok, Thailand, I stuff my face and continue wandering the streets to see the sights, do some shopping, and find more things to stuff my face with. This is the Craving Traveler. When we last left off, we visited Wat Arun, also known as the Temple of Dawn. But it's dusk, and it's time to move on to our next stop. The water taxi is quite a different experience at night, as the scene is lit up by the boats, hotels, and restaurants along the river. We finished the journey on foot to Asiatique, the riverfront, a large open-air night market/mall located at the site of a former trading port. In addition to very decently priced clothing, shoes, accessories, and other items, you're not short on choice of cuisine, as there are a lot of options, mostly East and Southeast Asian, but some Western ones as well. Of course, we choose the local specialties: stir-fried kangkong, fried rice, stir-fried seafood, crab meat omelette, and the star of the show, my personal favorite Thai dish, the humble yet very satisfying pad see ew, which translates to soy sauce stir-fry. The lesser known but more widely available cousin of the eponymous pad thai. Yes, I know that's a lot of fry, but it's still somehow not too heavy on the tummy. And hey, would you look at that? Another one of these. Might as well. While the wife does her shopping, I decide to go soak up the local culture some more by watching two highly trained combat athletes brutalize each other in the ring for our viewing pleasure and a little bit of prize money. Love it! So that concludes a long day. Got a few errands to take care of tomorrow morning, but tomorrow night, it's back to roaming the streets. And we're back in business. The business of eating, that is. Just so happens that our trip coincided with the Hindu festival Dussehra. Looks fairly tame at the moment, but we'll be back here in a bit. The handy-dandy metro takes us right to the entrance of our next spot, where we will meet some friends from work. The famous Chatuchak Weekend Market. A true night market with hundreds of shops and stalls peddling all sorts of goods at astoundingly cheap prices. And plenty of restaurants and food carts to help you power through your shopping. Food safety standards be damned. Just for example, you can order a filling bowl of hot, freshly prepared noodle soup or a meal of chicken and rice for about 40 baht. We're supposed to be having dinner soon, but my curiosity gets the best of me. I smell some very enticing aromas nearby, so I go check it out. As it turns out, deep-fried grasshoppers, crickets, silkworms, and other creepy crawlies are a delicacy here. They're typically prepared with liquid seasoning and a light spray of vinegar. You can get a decent-sized bag of bugs for about 20 baht. Some say that bugs are a food of the future, when animal meat becomes more scarce. They're very low in fat and high in protein and fiber. If that's where we're headed as a society, honestly, I can deal with that. This grasshopper, for example, reminds me of eating small shell-on shrimp, except crunchier. It's not bad, really. But it's time to move on to the main course. Dinner with Miss Tony from ARN and Tag 91.1's very own Chikai, who happened to be in town for a K-pop concert in Thailand. As satisfying as the meal was, there was still a lot of walking to do and so much more street food to try. While Chikai prepares for a show tomorrow, I sample some more of Chatuchak's offerings, like fresh fruit, grilled octopus, and takoyaki, a Japanese snack that has apparently become pretty popular here recently. I had plenty more time to eat, yet there were so many choices, and even I have my limits. On the way back to the hotel, I can see that the Dussehra festival is in full swing. One side of the road is completely blocked off to make way for the celebration. The procession is kilometers long, and the streets are lined with altars, vendors, and several thousands of worshippers and spectators. It is quite the spectacle and lasts until the wee hours of the night. The next morning before our flight, I somehow still had an appetite. So I head on over to the market close by to sample a few more things, like hoi toi, a crispy omelette with mussels and bean sprouts. As they say, all good things must come to an end, but the airport affords us one last taste of Thailand, the classic mango and sticky rice. And that is it for my trip to Bangkok, Thailand. Seriously though, if you haven't visited here yet, put it on your bucket list. This video fails to do it justice. It's an amazing place to visit and a great place to travel on a budget. And thank you for watching this episode of The Craving Traveler.